So I had it all, and the company started growing, man. I started getting bigger and better jobs, and then at one point I worked exclusively for the Saudis, the Saudi families. Whenever the Saudi family come to town, they would always ask for me.
Wow. That's a big client.
That's a huge client.
That's like the biggest of the biggest.
Yeah.
That's
they're
huge.
huge. They paid well.
And they ask for you all the time.
They ask for me all the time.
Wow.
What's his name? Mohammed bin Salman. Before he was crown prince, his father was, of course, king, and is still king if I'm not mistaken. But Mohammed bin Salman has a younger brother, Prince Nayef, and Prince Nayef was just the greatest guy, man. I met him when he was like 19 years old, and I had him until he was about 22, 23. Just a great young guy, man. And first house he had was on top of Doheny, and we'd be up there just securing the perimeter, stuff like that. He never had any crazy parties or nothing like that. The next house he had was on, I think it's Ivy or something like that, but just another big-ass house, really nice. But it started to be whenever they came to town, he was like, is the Razor going to be there? If the Razor's not there, we don't want the company. And so they would always fight me.
Wow.
And he was like, hey, dude, Nayef is coming into town. He's going to be here for about 3 months. You got to be the point. And I said, hey, man, everything's going well for me. I'm really not doing the security thing. And he's a dude, well, whatever you want, he wants you there.
Wow.
And I said, wow, okay. So the day they were coming into town, I got like 20 calls from the company. Are you there? Are you good? He wants to see you at the gate. And I said, yeah, I'm here. So I parked over to the side, make sure the gates were open. It was a just ungodly, massive, beautiful place. And up they were coming from LAX. They had rented 2 real deal monster trucks that couldn't even really fit on the streets. Wow. They were coming up, and every piece of luggage in that monster truck was Louis Vuitton, stacked to the top, tied down, coming from LAX. As you know, they ride them gold planes. Yeah. So it had 2 monster trucks, 2 Vipers, 3 Rolls. I'll never forget it. 3 Rolls Royce, and everybody was coming, and everybody in that little, hey, Razor's here! Oh my God, Razor's here! And they got out there, hugged me and stuff like that. And they gone up, they unpacked everything, and then everybody left. And then I go talk to them about the protocol, this, that, and the other, and just make sure that everything was running according to how I know they like things to run by me being around them enough. Make sure all the other guards know about the women, know about you don't walk in front of their path. It's just lots of stuff that comes with. And because he was like, he was a real royal. He was like number 2 son of the first wife or something like that to the king. So he's real royal.
Wow.
So I had to learn all that stuff. And once I learned all that stuff, they never like to change it up. They want the same drivers. They want the same security. They never like to change it
faces,
up. Yeah, they want to, because they come to L.A. to have a good time. Right. And they don't want people in their business. They used to have diplomatic security. Yeah. But diplomatic security would be standing outside the shower, because that's how close they would have to be. Yeah. So you're in that shower and you got diplomatic security right outside. They're like, look, this is, he was 19, getting older. He's like, I don't want this shit. Yeah. So he got rid of him and he just hired us, and we give him space, but always knew where he was. Always knew where he was. Always knew what he was, who was coming. Make sure you vet them.
That's a serious job.
It was totally serious, totally serious. It was on point with all of that, because, you know, they get lots of threats, and these were the young ones, you know. And
they get threats.
Yeah, they get threats. They get threats. They get lots of threats. Well, you know, a lot of times they don't understand, once again, an American balling culture. You know, when people at the clubs and you throwing money around at clubs like it ain't nothing, you can get somebody that'll follow you home. Yeah. You know? And I would always tell them, okay, you guys need a chase truck. What is? I said, you need 2 guys in a truck. This wherever you go out. The minute you come out the club, they're right there with you. Get in a chase truck with them, or you can get in your own vehicle, and they'll make sure wherever you're going, you got 2 security. If something looks suspicious, hey, pull over. You pull over, or whatever they block, you know, and make sure that if you're in the truck driving, they all got defensive driving skills, so you ain't got to worry about it. But they would always, you know, I wouldn't let them make mistakes that would cost them. Yeah. Okay? Because one time they went to the club and gave out the address on at the DJ stand.
Oh, wow.
Oh, man, that was a bad night. Everybody at that club showed up to the house, and they blocked off the access road. Now, you got about 6 or 7 neighbors in massive houses beyond the access road.
Yeah.
They can't get up there. Because people are parking 2x2,
They
3x3.
don't like you shooting videos of there.
And
None of it.
So they blocked that off.
Oh my
and before
gosh.
I knew everything, I had probably like 500-600 people coming up the driveway. I'm like, whoa, what's up? What's up? All security to the front, get everybody up there, boom, lock the gates down. What is going on? It's a party here. It's supposed to be a party. This, that, and the other. I said, no, there's no party here.
Yeah.
And one of the little guys that was his friend come through, no, we have a good time. It's going to be a party. I said, pick 2 girls. Everybody else got to go.
Yeah.
What? No, everybody. I said, no, pick 2 girls. Everybody else got to go. And so it's like, okay, you. He actually picked like 10 of them. They all came in. Everybody get in your cars and go. And at the bottom of the hill, way down there, I see the lights. Whoop, and they can't get through. And you know they mad.
Oh, yeah.
You know they mad.
Oh, yeah.
So finally, we got everybody in their cars, got them turning around and going the other way.
And those are narrow streets.
Yes, man.
You know, Hollywood Hills got narrow streets.
Totally narrow.
Sometimes you can't even turn around. Sometimes you got to reverse down those things.
Exactly.
Yeah. You imagine all those cars pulling up?
So we got them on their cars. We got them out of there. The cops come up, and they were livid. And they was like, no, somebody's going to get fined for this, that, and the other. And I said, with all due respect, I'm talking to him. I said, here's what happened. Some people that don't even live here gave out that address. Not anybody that lives here. This is kind of a popular group of guys. They would never do nothing like that. Yeah. So he's like, it's kind of like being swatted. They just go to the club and they give out an address and everybody shows up because they know these guys got money like that. And they have had some parties here, but nothing to this extent. And he was like, okay, well, if this ever happens again, we need to see the owner. We need to see whoever's in charge of the property. It's going to be a hell of a fine, and somebody's going to jail. This, that, and the other. Mm-hmm. Cool. Sent them away. The next day, I had to sit them all down and told them, you cannot block an access road in Hollywood. Mm-hmm. And they was like, well, the people, I said, you got the people up top. He says, well, they can come to the party too. I said, no. The problem is if somebody up top has a heart attack and you cannot get an ambulance up that road, you're in trouble. Yeah. You're going to be an accomplice to whatever the problems that he's having because you can't get medical service up there. Mm-hmm. And he goes, I didn't think of that. I said, that's why I'm here. It's my job to think of that. Right. So I said, you never do that again. Never give out your address at a damn nightclub. Don't do it on a Friday night.
Especially those people. Those are the last time. Club people are the last people you want. Your damn house. Even around you.
No.
Even around you.
No. But they were all young.
Yeah, but still.
So they don't know yet. But the deal is we got it all. We got it all cleaned up, taken away, and then there's a couple other times they had problems. Man, I had to squash it, stuff like that. So they always loved me, and I always made sure they were safe, made sure they were secure, made sure they got to where they were going all the time, and made sure the most important thing is when they got home is that there was nobody there that they didn't want there. You know, because sometimes you have friends stop by, and then they don't want to be rude, and I would always get a text, hey, I'm about to go to bed, so I got it. Come up, hey, everybody, I'm shutting down the house. Well, this is, no, they don't have no say. I shut down the house. And they gave me that responsibility of shutting down the house. So you go, everybody out, let's go. And, I didn't get no arguments, no pushback. They just made me look like the security is an
That's
asshole.
your job, though.
That's my job.
Yeah, your job is to look like
now the house is shut down, the lights go down, they can sleep without being an asshole to, people that think they just want to stop by and eat all your shit and whatever the hell drive your cars. Yeah, get them out of here. Yeah. So I did them for quite a while. And then when Mohammed bin Salman became crown prince, he was up on top of Coldwater. It's a massive estate up there. It's like $295 million. It's a vineyard, actually. And it's got a super huge, it looks like about 8 mansions strung together. It's like a big ass, it's beautiful. But he always gets that and he likes that. And we had to secure that too. And now when I was securing that, I don't know if I told you that story. There was LAPD, Department of State, FBI, SWAT, sheriff, all had a contingent up there. Yeah. And I was the one that they all asked, like, so where's everything? Because I had been there before. And I had to show everybody where everything was, this, that, and the other. And every day they had shifts that would change. And I was in charge of letting them in. Yeah. But the Royal Guard never didn't recognize SWAT, didn't recognize any of the cops. They was like, no, you can't come. I said, no. Police. He's police. I'm trying to say as best I can. No, he is like you over here. He goes everywhere in the world he wants to go. And he goes, okay, not on me. Oh, yeah, no, go up. SWAT goes up, and sometimes they got like face to face, because SWAT is marching up. SWAT is regimented, like and they have to stop, and nobody opening the gate, and I walk up, and I was open the gate, and no, who are these people? And I was like, this is SWAT. And then all the Eddies, everybody stops, and it's like, no, you can't go in there. And SWAT said, look, we got a job to do. We were here the other day. I don't know who did, because they changed in and out their guys. And then one time, it was somebody, no, you're not going up. I don't care who you are. And SWAT was like, I'll go where the hell I want to go. I was like, here we go. So SWAT, and they were about to, and I broke it up, and I just opened the gate now, push him back, SWAT, go for it. And I explained to him later, because they don't understand. And then I found out later on, and I kind of felt sorry for him, why they do what they do. Because if they make one mistake, if they get in trouble, they really get in trouble.
Oh, yeah.
I'm talking about, they get in trouble. I'm like, whoa, are you kidding me? He said, yeah, man, their families are over there and everything. Like, you don't mess up to something that's going to affect the soon-to-be king. I said, oh, that's why they say no to everything. You can't get in trouble. You just say no all the time.
Yeah.
Especially if they don't recognize these groups of people.
Right.
And I said, I'm in charge. This is what's going to happen.
Right.
Stand down.
That's
I got
crazy.
all of this. Yeah. So I did that for a while. Saudis were great. They always tipped out at the end of their stay, gave you a lot of money. Then I went from that. I was over Supreme for a minute, just making sure that they cleaned up that mess on that sidewalk over there, because they had people selling spots. And then if the security come down and say, hey, you want to get up front, it's going to cost you $5 bills. Them they about to spend 10 G's in there. Yeah, here's $5 bills. I'll put you up third from the front. All right, cool. And you put him up third from the front. Well, fourth from the front, if he got any balls, say, hey, man, And he's like, no, hey, he's here. Don't worry about it. He's here. No, he ain't here in front of me. Now you got to fight. So that whole place was a mess for a while, until they started saying that you have to sign up by Twitter. And then you can only come at a certain time. These many people, whoever we said, this is your time, from 9 to 10. If you ain't got here by 9 to 10, if you ain't got your stuff by 9 to 10, you ain't coming in, because 10 to 11 is coming. So we had that all set up, and that worked out well. And then I went from there to, we did a party one night at Dan Bilzerian's.
Oh, I'm curious about this story. Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah. The first party we did there was just a free-for-all. People were everywhere. They were all messed up and everything, but it was a bunch of women there. It was a hell of a damn party. And we made sure, with a party like that, just make sure nobody dies. That's the only thing I said.
Think about that crazy.
This shit is crazy. Everybody's everywhere. Glasses being dropped over. People taking shit off. I said, just make sure nobody dies, man. Get them all out of here as soon as we can. So it went off. Then they asked me, what would you do? And I said, number one, if you're going to have guards, especially, in LA, anybody can be a guard. I said, if you want guards and you want the numbers that y'all want, you're not going to get every guard that's going to be registered. So first thing I told them, I said, get petty cash box. Pay the guys at the end of the night. Me, my check is always coming. Pay the guys that you just picked up to help out at the end of the night. That's where you'll always have their respect, and you'll have their ear next time you call. Right. They said, okay, that's good. We need some kind of vetting system for the women, a funnel over here for them, and a separate funnel for the men. He said, why is that? I said, because sometimes you get people in here that put shit in their woman's purse, man, but hey, man, that's my girl, man, dog. And he's like, okay, I respect it or whatever. Put her ass over here by herself. You can go through everything she got. Put his ass over here. You can search all his ass, whatever the fuck. It ain't close. It ain't nobody saying nothing.
Right.
So we get all that done. Okay, then what else? We just implemented the parties in more of a streamlined way, and we turned away people that didn't want to cooperate right away.
Yeah.
So the people in the line will see that, and then, that was it.
Yeah.
So
get in line real quick.
Yeah,
get in line.
Get in line.
Get in line to get in line. Better get in line if you're gonna get in line.
Yeah. So that we got that all fixed up, because he was like, we need somebody here permanently.
The Big Daddy